Karnataka's Bengaluru, where the Nama Metro fare hike, set to take effect from today, has sparked backlash from the everyday commuters of the metro. The Bangalore Metro Rail Corporation Limited, the BMRCL, has increased fares, with the maximum ticket price rising from 60 rupees to now 90 rupees. The decision follows recommendations from the Fare Fixation Committee, which are legally binding under the Metro Railway Act. Now, under the revised structure, the minimum fare, it remains 10 rupees, whilst the maximum fare jumps to a staggering 90. The BMRCL has retained its 5% discount for smart card users and introduced an additional 5% discount for off-peak travel. That's before 8 a.m., between 12 and 4 p.m., and after 9 p.m. on weekdays. On Sundays and on national holidays, a flat 10% discount should apply. Tourist passes have also been revised. 1 day at 300 rupees, 3-day passes at 600 rupees, and 800 bucks for a 5-day pass. Group travelers can also avail discounts ranging from 15% to 25% depending on the size of their group. But despite these incentives, the fare hike has drawn sharp criticism. Commuters argue that the increase is unjustified given the lack of service improvements. Many highlight issues like overcrowding in frequent trains and the delay in launching the Yellow Line from the RV Road to Boma Sandra due to a shortage of metro coaches. Bangalore Central MP PC Mohan has also opposed the decision, warning that higher fares may push people towards private transport, worsening Bengaluru's traffic congestion. Now, whilst BMRCL justifies the hike as a necessary step to cover financial losses to the tune of 1,280 crore rupees over the last 3 years, commuters insist that service quality should have been improved before fares were raised. With growing discontent, the debate over the fare hike continues, raising questions about whether the BMRCL will heed, will reconsider, or stand firm on its decision.
They could have increased a little bit, but this increase is too steep actually. It will be a burden on all the daily commuters, even on the normal people who are coming on weekends to the parks and such things. So it is a burden.
They shouldn't do it so abruptly, like double the price. Instead of that, they should do it marginally, like 5%, 6% per annum. Not once for all, you can't double the prices. That's too ridiculous to do that. Many people are dependent on this, so you can't double the price right away overnight.
Earlier it was like for 56 rupees for me and my wife. Now it became 120 rupees. It's too much high. Yeah, from Krishnarajapuram to here. So it is high. So I'm just thinking to reduce my travel like monthly once to Govan.
It's difficult for traveling for one. Whoever has card, they have no difficulty. But sometimes we need to travel for any occasions. But it's very difficult, sir.
It's a great service, and public transport is something that I and my party have been advocating very, very strongly. So first of all, this fare hike that's being done by the government is completely unacceptable. They might claim that we are revising only the higher end of the fare, but what we also have to understand is most of the people who use the metro usually use it for longer distances. So it's going to impact them the most. And I think you mentioned that the Bengaluru Central MP PC Mohan has already opposed it. I'm very thankful to him for having opposed it. And he's right. And this is something that we've been advocating as well. If you keep increasing the fares in metro and BMTC, it's going to penalize usage of public transport, and it's going to move people more and more back towards private transport. And that's going to cause even more problems for the city. So first, to the government, what I would like to say is please get your act together. You've been running the treasury dry. You just don't seem to know how to govern the city. You just don't seem to know how governance principles actually work. So it's time for the government to introspect, figure out how can they administer some of the schemes that they are talking of without causing a loss to the exchequer, and also passing the burden on to, again, the middle class consumers who are doing it. Who are using these metro and BMTC buses, and I understand that BMTC bus hike is also on the anvil right now. And to the citizens, all that I can say is there is nothing like a free lunch. If the government is going to dole out freebies, and I think this is what is happening today, they give something on your one hand, and on the other hand, they're going to take away much more than what they are giving on this hand. So it's time for citizens also to introspect. Should we support governments that just keep doling out freebies? And whether they dole out freebies or not, that's none of my business. I'm very happy if people are getting benefits, but they can't do it at the cost of taking something away from the very hands of the people that they are giving it to.
Moving on, a major Naxal operation has unfolded in Chhattisgarh's Bijapur district, where security forces engaged in a fierce encounter with the Maoists, and so far 31 Naxals have been neutralized and their bodies have been recovered from the site. During the operation, security forces seized a huge cache of weapons and explosives, including AK-47s, SLRs, INSAS rifles, .303 gauge rifles, and the BGL launchers. However, the encounter also claimed the lives of 2 brave Jawans, whilst 2 others sustained injuries. Now, fortunately, both the injured personnel are out of danger and are receiving treatment at a higher medical facility. Union Home Minister Amit Shah, he has lauded the operation as a big step towards a Naxal-free India. In a statement, he expressed his condolences for the martyred Jawans and reiterated the government's commitment to extraditing the soldiers in time, of course, from the entire area, and eradicating Naxalism by the 31st of March 2026, ensuring that no citizen loses their life to this menace. Meanwhile, additional reinforcements have been deployed and a search operation is also underway. Officials say the identification process for the slain Naxals is ongoing and more details will be shared once the entire operation concludes. Some reactions from major stakeholders coming up on your screens next.
जिला बीजापुर के नेशनल पार्क इलाका में प्रतिबंधित एवं गैरकानूनी सीपी माओवादी संगठन की नेशनल पार्क एरिया कमेटी तथा तेलंगाना स्टेट कमेटी के माओवादी कैडर्स की उपस्थिति का सूचना के आधार पर बीजापुर डीआरजी बस्तर फाइटर एसटीएफ की संयुक्त बल अभियान के लिए रवाना किए गए थे। अभियान के दौरान आज दिनांक 9 फरवरी को प्रातः 8 बजे से अनेक बार माओवादी एवं सुरक्षा बल के बीच में मुठभेड़ हुई। मुठभेड़ के पश्चात इलाका के सर्चिंग में अब तक कुल 31 माओवादियों का डेड बॉडी रिकवर किए गए थे। सभी माओवादियों का शिनाख्ती की कार्रवाई की जा रही है। इस मुठभेड़ में हमारा 2 जवान घायल हुआ। दोनों घायल जवान का इवैक्यूएशन इंडियन एयरफोर्स के हेलीकॉप्टर के माध्यम से रायपुर में की गई। उन दोनों जवान की स्थिति अभी खतरे से बाहर, यह इलाज जारी है। और इस मुठभेड़ में हमारा एक डीआरजी का जवान, एक एसटीएफ का जवान का शहादत होगी। दोनों शहीद जवानों का पार्थिव शरीर को जिला मुख्यालय तक लेने के लिए व्यवस्था की जा रही है। अभी आसपास इलाका में सर्चिंग अभियान रीइंफोर्समेंट टीम्स के माध्यम से की जा रही है। सर्चिंग के उपरांत हम और विस्तार से जानकारी देने की स्थिति में रहेगा। और इस मुठभेड़ में कुल 31 बॉडी रिकॉर्ड करने के साथ साथ वर्ष 2025 में अब तक टोटल 65 डेड बॉडीज माओवादियों का रिकवर किए गए थे अलग अलग मुठभेड़ के पश्चात।
देखिए, हमारी सरकार को 13 महीने हुए हैं और 13 महीने में नक्सलवाद के साथ बहुत मजबूती के साथ लड़ाई लड़े हैं। हमारे सुरक्षा के जवान बहुत साहस के साथ लड़े हैं और डबल इंजन की सरकार है, इसका भी लाभ हम लोगों को मिल रहा है। और आज मतलब बीजापुर जिले में जो नेशनल पार्क एरिया है वहां पर मुठभेड़ हुआ है, जिसमें 31 नक्सलियों का 100 बरामद हुआ है। और इस ऑपरेशन में हमारे डीआरजी, एसटीएफ और बस्तर फाइटर का ये जॉइंट ऑपरेशन था। तो मैं ये तीनों डीआरजी, एसटीएफ और बस्तर फाइटर्स के जवानों को बहुत बहुत उनके साहस को सलाम करता हूं, उनको बधाई देता हूं। और 2 हमारे जवान शहीद हुए हैं, उनको भी हम विनम्र श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित करते हैं। भगवान से प्रार्थना है कि उनकी मृतात्मा को, उनकी आत्मा को भगवान अपने चरणों में स्थान दें। और हम कह सकते हैं कि ये जो 13 महीने का हमारे शासन का ये कार्यकाल है, ये गणतंत्र से गणतंत्र की ओर जाने वाला है।
Well, now Bengaluru is also gearing up for the much anticipated Aero India show, which is set to commence on the 10th of February tomorrow at the Yelahanka Air Station. Now, with the excitement that's building up, the surrounding areas are already experiencing the event's buzz. US Air Force's F-35 fifth generation fighter aircraft arrived for the Aero India Air Show in Bengaluru today. Aero India is India's premier aerospace and defense exhibition, where global aero vendors and the Indian Air Force enthrall spectators with back-to-back aerobatic displays. As one of the largest air shows in Asia, Aero India serves as a significant platform to showcase the latest in both military and civilian aviation technologies. The air show will run from the 10th to the 14th of February, the first 3 days exclusively for business visitors, whilst the final 2 days open to the general public. Well, now Maha Cement is cementing its dominance in the Telugu states and beyond. Take a look at this. With state-of-the-art manufacturing units in Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu and Odisha, the company has expanded to 12 states, including Western India as well. And as demand surges, Maha Cement is strengthening its transportation network, adding 750 tankers and trailers to ensure timely delivery. Hyderabad-based My Home Group, known for its excellence in cement, real estate, power, pharma and media, continues to lead in business efficiency. With a vast network of 5,000 plus dealers, 29 regional offices and 170 plus depots, Maha Cement serves customers with premium brands like Maha HT Plus, Solid HT Plus and Solid Concrete Special Cement. The company is gearing up to meet a 20 million metric ton production target whilst prioritizing quality, innovation and sustainability. Its cements, it exceeds the BIS standards and utilizes robotic technology for precision. With ISO 9001 certification and the Green Pro milestone, Maha Cement is setting benchmarks in the industry. Maha Cement's expansion reflects the growing infrastructure demand in the Telugu states, and the company is prepared to meet it head on.
Maha Cement, produced by My Home Industries Private Limited, has 3 manufacturing facilities in the states of AP and Telangana. In Telangana, where we are standing right now, is our Melacharu plant, which earlier had a capacity of about 35 lakh tons per annum. And recently, in the year 24-25, we have added a capacity of 20 lakh tons. With this, the total capacity of this plant goes up to 55 lakh tons per annum. We market our product in about 7 to 8 states, and we look forward to increase our footprint in more states in the years to come. But our main focus is both the Telugu-speaking states, which are AP and Telangana. Cement into these states, 95 to 98% of the requirement is serviced by road. We do have a railway siding, which caters to movement of cement to Maharashtra, Odisha, West Bengal and Northeast. And we also supply by road into North Karnataka and into Tamil Nadu, part of Tamil Nadu. So our company, group company has, My Home Constructions has about 750 trucks to service to the requirements of all the dealers and the customers. The fleet of trucks include both body trucks and bulkers also.
Moving on, unidentified gunmen looted arms from the India Reserve Battalion outpost in Manipur's Thobal district. The gunmen came in vehicles and looted arms from the IRB outpost in the Kakmayai area of the district. Armed men reportedly came in several vehicles, looted at least 6 SLRs and 3 AK rifles from the personnel of the Indian Reserve Battalion and Manipur Rifles from an outpost. Around 270 rounds of ammunition along with 12 magazines were also taken from the post. Additionally, security forces have been rushed to the area and currently search operations are being conducted. Meanwhile, an investigation into the incident is also ongoing to determine the identity of those responsible and the motive behind this attack. The looting of firearms and security forces has become a deeply concerning pattern in Manipur, particularly since the violent ethnic clashes erupted back in May 2023. Initial instances of weapon theft occurred when insurgents and civilians overran police stations, armories and security posts. Despite state and central government efforts to recover the stolen weapons, a significant number remains in the hands of the insurgents. The absence of accountability and stringent countermeasures has emboldened armed groups. Story coming in from Manipur, where unidentified gunmen loot arms from the India Reserve Battalion outpost in Manipur's Thobal district. And take a look at this. Pakistan's political tensions continue to rise as supporters of jailed former Prime Minister Imran Khan take to the streets, protesting what they call a stolen mandate in last year's general elections. On the first anniversary of the 2024 election, Khan's party, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, marked the 8th of February as a black day. Whilst the government banned protests in Punjab, Balochistan and Islamabad, the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf managed to hold a mass rally in Swabi, a stronghold in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. The party claims the election was rigged and is demanding the release of its leaders, including Imran Khan, who remains behind bars and corruption charges. They're also calling for the resignation of the current dispensation. The 2024 election saw allegations of vote rigging, mobile internet shutdowns, and delayed results, leading to nationwide controversies. Khan-backed candidates secured 93 seats but fell short of forming a government. Well, from one side of India's neighbor to the other, take a look at what's happening in Bangladesh, because we've got updates from the country coming up. Law enforcement forces in Bangladesh just this past weekend launched Operation Devil Hunt on Saturday after clashes between the local people and the anti-Sheikh Hasina students' groups. Authorities confirmed that 83 people have been arrested across Ghazipur, with 40 taken into custody from district police stations and 43 from the city. Among them, several leaders and activists of the Awami League. Ghazipur Metropolitan Police say 18 of those detained are linked to a recent attack on students that sat the ancestral home of former Liberation War Affairs Minister AKM Muzammal Haq. The remaining arrests are part of a wider security sweep. Now, the army, the police launched coordinated overnight operations targeting political figures. For now, the identities of many detainees remains undisclosed, but the crackdown in Ghazipur is far from over.